Good morning. It has been a while since I have done any work in my art journal that I made, I would say 2 years ago, 2 years plus, because I have to have a certain mood working in order to get quite into the groove of this journal. This journal is rather special to me because when I do get into being clashy, as Rachel on Roxy Creations would say, I have to go with the flow, and sometimes the flow leaves me, sometimes it waxes and wanes while I'm doing it, but here we are today. I'm going to do a quick show of what I've done thus far because I do have some new subscribers who might want to see the other side of Carol, so to speak. This is the cover that I made. I was gifted this lovely piece of art by a friend, and I made this rather odd covering, but I love it. And as you can see, this is a rather fat little specimen, and all it is papers folded and glued together. And these are papers that I didn't particularly like, didn't particularly want, but were not really ready for the circular file. So, as you can see, this is the way they are glued together. All sorts of papers that I thought might be interesting to try to work on. Let's not look at those. Let's look at a piece that I worked on in March 2020, featuring Artie Mays, Andrea, a piece of her delightful freebie digi. And I was in a black and white mood that day, so I used some of the heavier papers that I had tucked away and ripped them up and attached them, and this is what happened. This is, of course, as you can see, some heavy gesso and some fun with my black pencil, my Uniball Signo, doing some sketching, and onward we go. This is reverse collage. In other words, I used the my handy dandy palette knife to put on this background, and I had some greenery tree images in my stash, so I used them helter skelter, and that was my experiment in reverse collage for the day. And then I went to this one, and this one is, well, as you can see, a fun day. No plan, just using my acrylic paints and my stamps and some helter-skelter thinking and some stencils. And here we are, another one. This is my latest one, I do believe, in which I used a piece of Rachel's Florentine paper and some acrylic paint. And here's one that is probably one of my very favorites, my zebra. And there again, using my palette knife to give the zebra some background. And this is, of course, a piece of, this is some gesso through a stencil, and an interesting edge I thought was kind of African looking. I don't know if I would think so now, but Here's another piece with the torn edges. I was quite into torn bits, and this is craft paper, as you can see, or wrapping paper, and a collection of stamps and doodling and stencils and collage. I was having a yellow moment. Here is a watercolor that I used this piece as the inspiration, and I put my inspiration piece in the journal. But this was great fun doing. And let's see, do we have any more? Yes, we do. We have one more back here. This was a pink and rose moment. Lots of stamping, lots of collaging, lots of pen and ink. Generally fun. Oh, some fabric. Quite a conglomeration. And I think you can get the idea of what this book is all about. And here we come to the back. So, today I picked this piece. Why? I haven't the slightest idea. But I like this. I'm still not over the craft paper background. And it has a little bit more here, and a little bit of the past piece showing through, which pulls up those colors very nicely. And I think I'm going to, right now I say I'm going to edge away from this paper. I'm just going to use this. And then I thought, you know, it's been ages and ages since I used my own stamps. So here they are. It's been 5 years since I've made them. I loved doing them, but other things got in the way. You know how that is. And two leaves and an edge piece. And here they are. And I don't know what, when, where, or how, but I'm off. I decided that I wanted to use black. Don't know why. I'm going to be saying don't know why a lot, I think, this morning. This is VersaFine Onyx Black. Brilliance Graphite Black. VersaColor Charcoal. And a piece of paper to dry the stamps. I'll use this background paper to blot them off. And I think I'm going to start by working right here. Yes. Yes. And it's going to be difficult to do because this is certainly lumpy bumpy, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Here is VersaColor. Let's see if we have enough color on there. I have no idea at all. Let me try this under here. And let's see. Let's just see if we get any kind of transfer. I'm going to hold that and I'm going to peek. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, this is going to be an inky day. Well, that's good. So that's that one. Put that one over there. And we'll use Versacolor on that one. Let's choose, shall we choose a leaf to go right in that section? It looks like it might fit. Yes. Let's try Brilliance. Not sure that I see any ink here. Let's check. Ah, not too bad. Not too good. I think I'm not happy enough with this one. And happiness is my byword for the day, so let's go back to Versacolor because we know that it puts some color down. Sound effects are included. Well, good move, Carol. Let's do it correctly, just for fun. Oh my. So relaxing. Hold down and peek. Oh, doing well. Doing well. Do we want this biggie right there? Right there. And we're going to stick with what we know. Right in there. Very nice. Very nice. Now, this one is going to go up here. T for top. T for top. And we're just going to do that right there. And we're going to see if we like VersaFine there. VersaFine and Versacolor. I bet they're the same company. Oh, this is a wet one. This is a juicy one. Okay. Let's find T for top. Yes, yes, yes. I wonder if this would work. I wonder if that would work. Let's just see. I need to use first a color again because it's a different shade of black. No. It's going to go right there. Almost. Almost we're going to declare to be good enough. This one is going right here. Yes, it is. Let's see what happens now. This one is going to have to be less than perfect because of the situation with the fold. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, I'm going to have to excuse myself because I need to get some water, hydration, and because I'm getting a little bit of a case of dry mouth, and I'm going to mull over what we're going to do with this now. We've got our background. We've got our foreground. I haven't the slightest idea. Let's see. Let's see where we stand. Kind of fun. I'll be right back. Well, I have been thinking, and I'm thinking that I want to fill in this area a little bit and this area. Just a smidge. just a smidge right here. Good. And maybe just a little bit of this one up here. Yes. Now these that leaf, right there. This is turning out to be like color books. Fun. Oops, don't do what you think you're going to do, Carol. There you go. Alrighty. Let's now use a little bit of black soot to put in to work here. Good. Just a little bit. And now, what? I'm thinking that we have a little whoops right here. bit of whoops right here, so let's get that taken care of. And a little whoops right there. And some more here. Now we have built the background. And I would really, really like to use some antique papers. That would work very nicely there. Just a touch. These are Rachel at Roxy Creations antique papers. Thank you, Rach. These are wonderful. Let me put this here. And keep your thumbs close together while ripping, you can get a rather straight line. Let's get the top off here. Quite nice. My eye is kind of taken by this script. I don't want to put too much. I don't want to put too much on here. Like these two have just enough of the yellow in to work with this. And doesn't that work nicely? Does this work? Just deliciously. I'm thinking that that might just be the spots. Bit of black soot on the edges might just do the trick. Yes. I'm going to use my glue stick to attach these 3 pieces. Here. There, and the last one. Now, my fingers are itching to do some doodling. So let's do it. Let's have some in here. This one, I don't think has any possibility of too much, even for centers for the flowers, but this one. Here we go. Just to pull these lines a little bit tighter. Just a smidge. I think just some marks, over here. And we might be finished. Let's make sure. It's supposed to be black, but it's a brownish black that works so well with this paper. Yes, I think that I'm going to stop, that this is going to be rather a plain page that played up my stamps, gave me a chance to use them again, It's been a while. And do we want something here to just close it up, so to speak? Let's see. Let's see about this. Excuse me. And we will have to declare this job done. I do hope that you have enjoyed visiting with me while I played today, because that's all that I really did. I just played. I just had some fun covering up some paper, some brown wrapping paper. I used 3 pieces of antique printed paper from Roxy Creations, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And I did end up leaving this alone. I think I think less is more on that issue. If you have enjoyed being with me this morning, I would appreciate your giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now. See you soon.